Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back for another episode of Guardians of Silk in EU4, me in Texas. And in previous episode, we were just mostly taking care of some rebellions, started making more states, and to be fair, we did complete the standing army idea, so now we're just waiting for a bit of a mill point to be able to do the reform for the enlistment, which should give us a lot more manpower to use, and thus we should be able to increase our army quite a bit. Now, there is some downsides to it, I reckon. Oh, actually, the stability is still going up. Oh, well, that's quite nice. Well, at least it has gone up a little bit. To some... Well, actually... Yeah, it's probably not gone up that much. But regardless. But yeah, if we can do the enlistment, that's going to give us a lot more manpower and all that. That should be... But yeah, there's a problem with the nobility loyalty potentially dropping too far down. Oh, the bureaucrats take over. Well, I suppose we did just promote the faction, didn't we? So corruption might go up a little bit, although the corruption that we currently have is probably the lowest in the world right now. So that's honestly not bad. Wait, is Argeron trying to privateer us? I suppose they are. We've got one more core being done in Hafar, and then we've got all the cores that we set out to do. How is the average non-seas autonomy is still at 70 according to this, so it probably hasn't improved that much yet. I'm sure that it will. At the same time, we're not that far off from annexing Karakayunlu either. We might actually be able to do that possibly today, actually. Yeah, it's only 4 years away. That should be doable. Assuming that we don't start any big wars or anything like that. There we go. Let's actually make sure to do the rebel suppression again. Because there are still areas that might have a bit of a hissy-fit soon enough. Yeah, we've got a pretty good amount of manpower right now. We've got 40,000 extra. How much? Okay, force limit is 41,000, so... Or 41 regiments, so it's not that massive excess that we have right now. But yeah, if we had to fight, then we probably could fight at least a little bit. And we're still steadily on the number 3 on the Great Powers list, and we don't even have as many institutions in place as Great Britain and Naples. Although that's one of the reasons why Ming is so far behind on the list, even though they have a massive amount of development. And large armies as well. How much did they have? Oh, right, they're fighting against the beer right now. I have a feeling that they might attack me soon. They still got 500,000 men in the army, so yeah, that's probably a bit more than I can chew. How's the garrison coming along in here, just to be on the safe side? It's not built yet, but it's being worked... Oh, right, need more peasantry in there. They don't need any resources though, so that's quite nice. I guess that's already been taken care of. At least for a little bit. Now, to be fair, they will be building that for a while to reach the full capacity that we started building in there, but that should be fine. Right, so we got the Banu stuff over here. We got a claim already over there. We could always get a claim over here. Well, actually, we might not be able to get claims in here. Wait, no, it's Damascus, not... Okay, never mind. Yeah, we can cancel the spy network in Damascus. We don't really need it there right now. Now, Turkish Empire is probably a good thing to still keep spies in. And actually, we could do another thing in there. We could sabotage reputation, or recruitment, under merchants. We'll sabotage recruitment. I don't know how much of an impact it's actually going to have. Oh, and the corruption is still fairly high. I think it's gone up even further. Which doesn't bother me. Oh, wow, are we actually making 14 ducats per month? We are. Impressive. Now, of course, a lot depends if the maintenance things that we did are now changed or not. To be fair, we also have the maintenance stuff delegated to a certain degree, so whatever we put in there might not actually hold true. Hold on, I think the annexation is not going as quickly as it should, although I suppose it's going to be done in 1726, so maybe it is still going forward as planned. But there might also be points where if we use a lot on taxes, like now, then there's not going to be that much of an increase there. And if we use the points on other... Okay, so now we're making a lot less money. I guess the realm expenses did indeed go in. I mean, I suppose we can have a look over here. Well, we don't see any stuff there. You can see that there's, well, high-state academic maintenance, but that's about it. What about Sebako? Nothing in terms of the maintenance in here. Well, we've still got a ton of money. And it looks like our manpower has increased now. We still don't have the mill points to actually do the reform, though. Ning wants to go through my lands against Hindustan and Siberia. You know what? Keeping good relations with Ning might actually be a good idea. They have potentially rivaled us, though. But if we improve relations, maybe we can sort of lower the problems there. They do want some on my lands. They have a massive army. I've not rivaled them, at least. So the hostile relations don't really help the situation. But we can always make them not hate us in the near future, so that should be sufficient, hopefully. I mean, at least there should be a lot of other targets for them around them. I mean, how many wars are they fighting? I think it's only the Siberia and Hindustan right now. Yeah, Siberia and Hindustan, they got tributaries of Unding and Odoli. A close tributary of Dokams. And then vassal of Galka. Now, his own relatives expired and noble concessions expired. We'll leave those sort of open-ended right now, actually, because... Well, oh. Wait, why is Naples going through my lands? Who are you fighting? Oh, right, you're part of the war with... Or in conjunction with Scandinavia, alright. In fact, it might actually be Naples' war that Scandinavia asked military access for. Alright then. I guess Turkish Empire didn't want to give military access. Doesn't really surprise me, to be fair. How strong is Turkish Empire anyway? So they got Miltech 50, so they're actually a little bit behind in Miltech. They got 67,000 men though, so they have a larger army. They got about the same amount of manpower as I do. So it remains to be seen how much remaining power we're going to have. Now, we're now number 13 on the score list. I mean, we're still getting an okay amount of points, but not that high in military rank right now. Oh, and where is this one? That seems to be in the Far East, isn't it? Oh yeah, it is. It's the one that we're currently building the garrison in. At least we got the fort in there, so even if they do rebel, I mean, it's only 2,000 men anyway. Setia still has a pretty large army. Archinulu doesn't have quite as much, but they've been kind of weakened. Oh, BJ wants to go through my lands. You know what? The more people that go through my lands, the less people are going to be declaring war on me. Because they can't declare war on me if they have military access. Of course, they can always just cancel the military access, then a month later declare war, but you know. Right, I think this year we might be able to do the reform. We're at least getting really close to it. We've got everything else but the mill points for it. Oh, we could do the tax thing. Oh, right, this increases the mana cost of all state direct taxes, but enables chattels taxation and another 20% extra times state reach based direct tax efficiency. So it would be more expensive taxation, but more efficient as well. So overall, it probably would be better. But right now, how we want to get the enlistment. We could technically do both at the same time, but I don't think that's a good idea. That's a recipe for disaster. Okay, our capital is now 54 development. So it's pretty decent. It's definitely not the biggest place there is. I believe there's even 2 provinces in France like this. Paris, that is higher. That's 116. And then I believe Anjou was another one. That is 56, so yeah, we're a bit behind in there. Oh, we can get... Oh wow, we can get the admin tech for only 240 points or something like that. So what does it actually do? It increases the urban production efficiency. I mean, that's not too bad, I suppose. I don't suppose we need the admin points right now either, so yeah, let's just do that. Then it's going to be admin efficiency, which is not bad. But hey, at least now we got all techs at the same level. Doesn't happen all that often. Now, to be fair, once we're done with the annexation of Karakhinulu, then at least the Diplo stuff is going to speed up a little bit. Now, to be fair, we still got the trade ideas things in there. I mean, to be fair, right now, since that's still going to take a while, we could just switch to the admin stuff instead. Like, go for empire ideas or something like that. We could still change. I mean, let's have a look at the empire ideas. Oh, is this... Oh, it's religion ideas. Oh, interesting. And there's industrial ideas. I wonder if we could switch to that. Oh, wow. Armor production 10%, naval production 10%, infantry combat ability 10%, artillery combat ability 10%, ship durability 10%. Economics of scale, urban output 10%, urban production efficiency 5%, entrepreneurs, basic consultation, embargo efficiency. Is this? That would be stability increase into all the combo thing. Elite diversion concern plus 50%, yearly clan power minus 0.5. Stability increase into all. Peasant labor supply plus 20%. Amenities cost minus 15%. Urban production, okay, yeah. Let's just double check. So that's the industrial? Yeah, these just can drag one another. Oh, so it's agrarian thing as well. Oh yeah. Settler increase, irrigation infrastructure cost, land attrition, movement speed, base spirituality, manpower training cost modifier. Attrition for enemies 1.5. Oh wow. That's also a bit tempting. Then national unrest and legitimacy, prestige, and diplomatic reputation. Manpower recruitment cost minus 20%. And armed tradition from battles. What is the idea? Oh, possible advisor idea cost minus 5%. And then there's the expansion ideas. I don't think we would really benefit from this one. But the empire ideas are pretty good. You know what? Let's see. If we abandon that idea group, because we've not put anything in there yet, we can still get the industrial. That is tempting. Because there was a lot of things in here. Like the yearly peasant freedom. Institution spread. Then there's movement speed, base diversions, pathing infrastructure. And artillery fire. Oh. Yes, please. Industrial ideas. No, really, we don't have the points yet for that, but how's the nationalism spreading? It is spreading. It's almost 40% in their bent already. 25% over there. Golistan's got 25. There's 25 over there. It's not spreading into our territories over here, is it? No, not really. Oh, wow, yeah. There's 200,000 Ming troops moving through my lands here. Right. Not to mention, they're taking a lot of attrition. Not my attritions. If they were fighting me, they'd be taking a lot higher attritions, to be fair, but yeah, they're still losing a lot of manpower for attrition, I reckon. But of course, they're China. They've reconquered most of it already. There's still some warlords available or around, but like, I'd say about 60% of China is back to Ning's control. And it includes a lot of the very valuable areas, especially around Shanghai and Nanjing and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of big wars going on around us. And we're not really doing much about that. Now looking at the autonomy map mode, things are actually looking a lot better these days. There's still room for improvement, but even Tabriz is almost 50%. I actually wonder, could we make that better? We could probably just build a second level of the capital in here. Or how's the capital in... It's only level 2 in our... I'm almost tempted to build the level 3 in here. It would be 12... Okay, so we don't have quite the money for that. But if we wait for some time, we should be able to do that. If we go for like at least... Or wait until we have at least 1,300, maybe a bit more than that. We should be able to build the capital, and that's going to improve the stuff overall. Global communication efficiency reductions, that's another 6% there. Here, decentralization, 0.02%. A bit of prestige as well. So yeah, there's certainly a lot of good stuff in there. We might want to deselect that for the time being, though. Oh, and we actually got the points now to do the reform. So let's take care of that. I have a suspicion that it might be bad for our stability, but... There's only 2 stability, actually, so we don't even go into -1. Okay. Legitimacy drops a lot of it, but that's something we can deal with. And now professionalism is going to be even higher, hopefully. At least it can go even higher. It's currently only 24.3%. Ooh, and now that we've got that, what we can do is we can go for the regional garrisons. What I think I'm also going to do is I'm going to start reducing the autonomy. So we're going to ban all autonomies. I don't know how much of impact that's going to have and what exactly it's going to do. I forgot to check that between the sessions. But regardless, that should be even more professionalism per year. So no mercenaries, or no more mercenaries, but that's fine. So what's the next level? That needs meritocracy, bureaucracy. Oh, okay. An aristocracy. Oh, right. If we can reduce the nobility's power, we could get the aristocracy thing done. That will reduce the nobles' power even more from, or at least autonomy from nobility would go down. Monthly hierarchy would go down. And the feudal dues would be basically no more. But I mean, basically we've already reduced the feudal dues a lot anyway. And we should have a lot more, well, let's just say a lot more manpower in the near future. But I am also kind of hoping that if there's a rebellion in here, then some of the armies going through will just stop that. I mean, it's only 2,000 men. They won't be able to even siege that for, actually. Right, so we have nothing to worry about. How's the naval materials? We are actually... We're gaining some. Oh, right, because 3 ships is, yeah, it's 4 per ship. Okay, so 3 trade vessels is all we can support right now. Out on the ocean. Yeah, industrial freedom, or industrial ideas, sorry. Seems like a good idea. Oh, and once we get that done, we are going to get the stability thing at the cost of 1 admin point per month, but I mean, that's not really that bad. I'm actually a bit curious how much we'll have manpower now that the... Oh! Yeah, I think it actually went down quite a bit, but... Oh yeah, we're over force limit now. Right, it probably takes a while for things to sort of pick up speed again. Means the professionalism is going to go up, and also we're a little bit less relying on the nobility, so we can afford sort of reducing the power and all that sort of stuff. Right, so how's the annexation going? It is still 7 points, and it's still 1728 that it's going to be done. Okay, so yeah, we've still got 3 years. So I suppose we've definitely got time on that part. Oh, there's separatists going on in... Oh, why is Scandinavia just sitting there in Mamluks? They probably were trying to go through... Oh, and we lost a general. Oh, that's not great. I suppose we could just recruit a new one. Wait, no, oh, we don't have the points to recruit another one yet. Right. Not going to make the ruler a general. Well, the ruler would actually have a bit more points there. But yeah, we're going to afford waiting a 1 month and then getting a new general. I think we're going to maintain the diplomat ending right now. Because if we were going to make them not hate us... Oh, Age of Revolutions. Absolutism mechanism. Well, oh, right. Is that still technically the centralization? I think it is. Okay, so that's still vanilla stuff that doesn't impact us. Right. Still an empire. Are we actually... So we are significant. We need to have 2,000 development for the hegemonic, and we only got 1,200 right now. We'll get another 100 from Karakuinlu once that's annexed. And then, technically speaking, at that point, we will have achieved all our goals. Oh, first to invent a new idea. Oh, yes. So we actually have some innovativeness now. Doesn't happen very often, and it's going down at a decent speed, because we're still behind in tech. But yeah, being the first one to get the industrial ideas is quite nice. The peasant labor supply, amenities cost, urban production efficiency, that's all really good. Elite diversions, a concern, plus 50%. Clear, yearly clan power goes down and stability increase into all. So with this, we're going to get a lot of production, economy is going to be a lot stronger, and stability is also going to go up. Oh, 29, wow. That is a massive taxation increase somehow. Not that I complain, but yeah, that amount of cash. Wow. Okay. Oh, ooh. Autonomy is 65. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay, it's not below 65 yet, so it needs to go down. It's probably rounding it down right now, so it's actually probably more than 65. Oh, and investments, yeah. There's probably quite a bit of investments going on. Right, we should have the money to get the... Oh, we've got 55 development in our capital. Right, so let's go ahead and get the capital underway. Rank 3. How long is it actually going to take to build? It's going to take like 6 years. Alright, assuming that we can afford getting all the buildings done there. But yeah, you know, once we get that, that's going to reduce the autonomy pretty much across the board, and that's going to help us a long way. Plus, since we got such a massive income right now, we're going to afford doing a lot of constructions like that. So we got capital in... No, actually, we don't have a capital in Fars. Although, are we building one? We are. And it should be done relatively soon. So that's going to start reducing the autonomy over here as well. At least in the non-trade company lands. I'm a bit curious about how much we'll have manpower after this year. Like, we went down quite a bit. But right, well, or now after the taxes, how much we'll have. Because we went down a lot, but right now we've got a massive income and all that. So we have more money to put into recruitment. And thus we should have quite a bit more. Also, since we banned the autonomy things, we might want to have a look at what is the autonomy overall. Especially in our core territories. Oh, it went down again. Aha. That's not a good sign, to be fair. Right, let's have a look at the national military then. State recruitment budget. We're currently at 50% of the national tax income. I'm going to go to 60%. Because that might help. Just putting in more cash there. Now, to be fair, if we can keep this sort of income, then it should be fine. But it probably just take a while to get all the things set up for recruiting or enlistment. Oh, and the income dropped quite drastically. Although I suppose it might have been just the extra cost for the regiments. Well, actually, the overforce limit is only 5 ducats, so it's not that bad. The taxation didn't really drop, but I suppose the realm expenses went up by another 7 as well. So that's 12, yeah, that pretty much tracks. Oh? Until now, political philosophy has been the heirloom of Plato, who stated that society was inherently split in castes depending on the nature of the soul, and that of Aristotle, who claimed that man was a political animal naturally bound to accept being in any society. Recent philosophers have theorized a new social contract based on the notion of liberty. Several contracts exist, like the search for security, the safeguard possessions, or the equality of all citizens. Very well, we get 50 admin points. Well, I mean, that's pretty decent. And why is there gonna be the next one then? That would be the urbanization. Peasant labor supply, amenities cost. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. And we're not that far off from getting that. Now, how is the nationalism coming along? Still below 50% in those, and we don't have it over here in our capital. I don't know why exactly it's not spreading there, but oh well. I suppose it might just be, well, a combination of a lot of things. And I'm pretty sure once we annex Karakayunlu, we might get another trade company. Not trade company, but another merchant. Sorry. And also... Oh, there we go, stability +1. How's the legitimacy? That is still going up by about 2.2. That should be pretty decent. Yeah, the stability does actually have an impact there. So if we get back to +2 stability, that would be pretty darn good for the stuff there. Corruption is below 8. Wow. I'm a bit surprised about that. Let's have a look at the world in the meanwhile. Bohemia, France is still a vassal of Naples. They got pretty high liberty desire though. Not really surprising. Wait, is Naples trying to annex some of the vassals there? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, the chance of Naples inheriting either one of those is relatively low. Let's have a look. Oh wow, Siberia is... well, at least I suppose Ming is losing a lot of manpower sieging down all of that. I reckon the supply limits are fairly low. And Xi is entering into China there. Oh, and we can get the urbanization. There we go. So even more peasant labor. Right, so we started working on the capital in here. We probably haven't done all that much yet. And I'm hoping that next year we'll have the capital in Fars already done. So that I can start reducing the autonomy a bit around. Is the... Ooh, hello. Do we have the points? No, we need 150 of everything. Okay, so we just need to save the points and then we can get this, because that would actually be pretty good. Bureaucrat corruption would go up quite a bit, lose a point of stability, a bit of state corruption, all that. And loyalty would drop quite drastically as well, actually. But the autonomies go down, base welfare goes up, provincial corruption goes down, so the bureaucrats will be less corrupt in the future. Plus we need that for the... hold on, what is actually the modifiers from the meritocracy? Because it... Admin efficiency, yellow corruption, tech cost, because it doesn't have any provincial modifiers as such. I'm pretty sure that having that spread into our lands would be quite beneficial. I mean, we already have embraced it, luckily, but yeah, it could still be a bit better, I would say. Commercialization seems to be present everywhere. Capital literacy is present in most areas. Colombian impulse everywhere. Scientific method is spreading, at least. Global trade is slowly spreading. And academia is, well, very, very slowly spreading. But it is at least in some places. But yeah, nationalism, if we could get that, morale of armies goes up. Liberty side goes up, though, and years of separatism go up. So it does have a bit of negatives. But the fact that it does have an impact on the tech knowledge cost there is something that we kind of want that. So what is the requirements over here? All the following. Commercialization embraced, scientific method embraced tech. Admin tech 44. And any known country embraced industrialism after 1750 or admin 56. And then for province to have it all get that, commercialization scientific method needs to be present. Alright, oh, the philosopher has died. Well, we'll have a look at what sort of other advisors we can get. Oh, there we go, now we're starting to get some of the manpower back. Right, so let's have a look at the advisor. So it's the admin advisor, there's one, oh, tolerance of heretics, I mean that might not be bad, as a spiritualist. I think we're going to go with the spiritual advisor then. Admin tech cost minus 5%, tolerance of heretics goes up. So that's not too bad, although there's not that many heretics in our nation, I suppose. We've got a bit of income and all that. But I'm afraid we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.